All right, guys, tough loss for the Saints. Drew Brees joins us, and boy, you know these games are always going to be close, and you're used to being on the other side. How is it, suffering a loss like this to open the year?
Well, it's tough. Tough that it's against a divisional opponent. I think more so than anything. Obviously we've had great battles with the Falcons here over the last 5-6 years. Ever since Mike Smith's been there, many of these games have come down to the wire. We've won a majority of them. Unfortunately, we fell short today. But man, it was a hard-fought game. It was back and forth. I mean, both teams played exceptionally well. I wouldn't say there was a lot of mistakes in this game. It was good football, and you knew it'd be close. Offensively, I feel like, man, we had some opportunities, some stuff we left out there that were points that unfortunately we weren't able to convert, and obviously it would have made a difference in the game. So right now it's about making the biggest jump, the biggest improvement that you can from week 1 to week 2. Obviously, there's a huge sense of urgency, like there always is, but you start off the season with a loss like we did in 11 against Green Bay. Man, you want to bounce back strong and just get that first one under your belt, break the seal, so you can get on a roll.
You talked about opportunities. You get the ball in overtime. I know you felt good about your chances, but then Colston had the fumble. I've never seen him show that emotion on the sidelines after that play. Just talk about how uncharacteristic that was and how that's a rare moment for him.
Listen, the guy is so special as a player and a person, and there's not a guy who works harder, who goes through more week to week to get himself ready to play and then go out there and play at such a high level. And he's done it for so long. He's been so consistent. And he cares. He cares so much about the game, about his teammates, about making the plays. And so, listen, that's one mistake, and that many of us have been there and made before. And I hate that obviously that had to happen, because the guy played a fantastic game, and he'll continue to play great, because that's who he is and that's what he's about. But I'd say the emotion probably came from the fact that, listen, he cares, and any one of us would have felt the same way.
You and Matt Ryan really going back and forth. Just talk about almost the end of regulation drive, 12-play, 80-yard drive, ended by Mark Ingram. That was huge for this team, and you converted 3 big third downs in that drive too.
Yeah, we did. Listen, we needed a touchdown, right? Looking back on it, there was 2 minutes and 50 seconds, 3 timeouts, and we kept going out of bounds too much almost. You kept stopping the clock, and kind of wish we would have been able to waste their timeouts a little more.
I'm sure that's what they were thinking about giving you too much time too.
Well, yeah, but there's always that chess match. I mean, you want to score, but you can score too quick, right? Especially the way the flow of that game was going, and obviously they were having success offensively. They were moving the ball. Matt Ryan is an elite quarterback, and so you don't want to put the ball in his hands with a lot of time. I mean, look at what they did right at the end of half. We gave them, 24 seconds, and they got down in field goal range. So you know what they're capable of. That's part of the chess match.
Talk about Brandon Cooks. We figured that you would use him all over the football field, and that's exactly what you did. I mean, he played pretty good for his first game ever in the NFL, huh?
Yes, he did. He did everything we asked him to do. He had some big third down conversions. He had some big plays. He had the touchdown. The guy's going to continue to get better and better, because that's what his mindset is. That's where his work ethic is.
Finally, going to Cleveland next week. I know you want to forget about this one and move on, or do you do that, or do you take some things from this, moving forward?
You always do. You want your biggest improvement to be from week 1 to week 2. So we're going to look at the tape, and I know offensively we're going to say, man, we can get better in all these areas. I'm sure defense is going to say the same thing. So, we want to get that first win. We want to get under our belt. We want to get out of the way, break the seal, and just take it one at a time, though. I mean, Cleveland's got some playmakers. Their defense is pretty salty. So, we got our work cut out for us. I don't care what you did the year before. You got to come out and you got to bring it each and every week. And that's the fun part, too, because, shows a lot about yourself, and let's see how good we can be.
All right, Drew, as always, appreciate your time.
All right, thank you.
All right, here in Atlanta, Drew Brees, going into this game, had 34 career game-winning drives. 5 of those against the Falcons. Was that close to number 6. That's the story here in Atlanta. Back to you guys in the Louisiana Cat Studios.